With tuna and tomatoes, you can prepare a delicious dinner. Here in my skillet, I'm going to start by adding a drizzle of olive oil, just enough to lightly coat the bottom. Now I'm placing slices of tomato evenly across the base of the pan. I'm using a small tomato here, sliced thinly so it cooks quickly. I arrange them around the entire pan. Next, I'm turning on the heat and setting it to the lowest possible level to avoid burning the tomatoes. I'll leave them here while I prepare the mixture. In this bowl, I'm adding 3 whole eggs and beating them well with a fork, just to break the yolks and make sure everything is nicely combined. Now I'm adding a can of tuna, already drained to remove the excess oil. I'm using shredded tuna because it mixes more easily and distributes better in the recipe. It's best to drain it a bit beforehand so the dish doesn't end up too oily. I mix again to break up any large chunks of tuna, and it becomes a beautiful, well-blended mixture. Now I'll add finely chopped chives, which add lots of flavor. Then I add 1 teaspoon of salt and a small pinch of black pepper, just a touch to enhance the flavor without overdoing it. Now I just mix everything well until it's fully combined. Look how delicious this mixture is, well seasoned and aromatic. I always like to use plenty of chives because they give it a very special flavor and a fresh touch that really stands out in the recipe. Now I'm going to carefully pour this mixture over the tomatoes. Just pour it in. There's no need to spread it too much, just gently arrange it over the top. Now I'll cover the pan and let it cook for 5 minutes on low heat. My tart has now set well on the bottom. It's firm. Now I'm adding some shredded mozzarella cheese on top, spreading it generously to cover the surface. In less than 10 minutes, you've got this delicious and nutritious recipe ready. Now I'll sprinkle a bit of oregano on top to finish. It gives it a special touch that pairs really well with the cheese. I'm going to cover it again and wait for the cheese to fully melt. And here it is. The cheese has melted beautifully and is nice and creamy on top. I'm going to run a spatula around the edges of the pan to loosen the tart. Look how amazing it looks, golden on the bottom and soft on the inside. I'll transfer it to a plate carefully so it doesn't break. Look, it holds together nicely and is easy to cut. I'm going to cut a generous slice to show you the texture inside. What a delight! Just look at that melted cheese stretching as I slice through it. This combination of tuna and cheese is truly delicious and everyone loves it. Now all that's left is to enjoy this amazing tuna and tomato tart. I'd love for you to rate this recipe from 0 to 10 to let me know how you liked it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next recipe.